A very good morning. Thanks for clicking on to the Friday edition of Vogan's US Outlook. As per usual, a lot of weather going on at the moment. Really, for the past month, it's just been non-stop tropics. But while we continue to talk about Jose, which is still spinning away off the New England coast, bringing very dreek weather. That's a good Scottish word. Off the New England, the southern part of New England. We do also have, of course, Hurricane Maria, still a major hurricane. It has strengthened somewhat since its interaction with Puerto Rico, a devastating hit for the island of Puerto Rico. Still waiting on stuff, information, images, and all that coming out. We really won't have the full scale of damage really for the next few days until everything is kind of collated and we can see what the script is. But there has been no doubt a devastating blow to Puerto Rico. We've also seen a major hit at St. Croix, the U.S. Virgin Islands, St. Thomas, and of course, looking back towards Dominica as well. It's just been a really, really, really bad year for the Caribbean with three massive hurricane hits in the last month. So we are obviously going to continue to watch the interaction between Jose. We've got a ridge of high pressure over the top of Jose. Some model indication hints that this system will drift towards shore, and if it does so, that could be crucial in terms of Maria coming up. The bulk of the models take Maria out to sea, so it stays off the eastern seaboard of the United States. But the key, folks, is Jose and what that does over the next several days. I'll get to that in just a second, but we're also talking about major winter weather across the northern Rockies. We've seen several feet of snowfall. We've had the unusual cold for the time of year. We've seen a significant amount of snow even down towards the Lake Tahoe area of the Sierra Nevada. So it's certainly impressive winter weather across the western half of the United States. So let's skip through the GFS. This is the latest run. You can see the trough over the Pacific Northwest, bringing the continuation of heavy snow across the mountains here. Rather calm across the eastern seaboard, really, at the moment, with the exceptions of Jose lurking offshore. We're going to continue to see Maria come up towards the eastern side of the Bahamas, I think, as we go through the weekend. But what is going to be interesting here, folks, is you notice here how the GFS has it at 950 millibars, and then it goes to 949, 952. So it's kind of flexing a wee bit with regards to strength. But you notice here, as we start to go through the course of Saturday, you notice here how the model is indicating the pressure dropping, which indicates that this system is strengthening once again. By the time we reach the early part of Sunday morning, Jose is still there. It continues to fade, but you notice here how Maria is down to 925 millibars, so it is becoming a deeper and deeper storm. 919 millibars, 918. So it indicates that this hurricane, although the GFS has it staying well east of the US coast, it deepens into the 918, 919 range, which is very, very impressive. So it takes it back up towards Cat 4, maybe even borderline Cat 5 over the next couple of days, because it enters a better state of atmosphere. It also has warmer water to play with. But as we continue to see the fading of Jose, it looks as if Maria is going to remain uh, predominantly offshore here. But you notice here it is taking a bit of a track. It kind of makes it look as if it's going to come up close, at least. You notice here as I skip back and then I skip forward once again, it's kind of taking that kind of due north path right to where Jose is at the moment, and then it takes that recurve path out to sea here. So when that happens, you notice here that we've got a massive area of high pressure that pretty much dominates the entire country. We've got the trailing frontal system associated with this high. We're going to see some pretty heavy rainfall across southern parts of Texas, it looks like. and also potentially into the Mid-Atlantic region here. But this high is massive, and it basically encompasses the entire country. You notice here, with exceptions of this system here, which, by the way, we've got a frontal system that comes off the coast. It looks as if the model is trying to indicate some form of development here, right off the Carolina coast here. So we might see, or certainly the GFS is indicating that it's seeing some form of development on the tail of this frontal system that pushes out over the open water. So that's quite interesting. But notice the lack of precipitation pretty much across the entire country at this moment in time. This would be, of course, the 1st of October, which is next weekend. So I think I've spoken long enough. Do check out the post that was written by Weather Underground with regards to the impacts Maria has had on Puerto Rico and other adjacent Caribbean countries. Quite a big story, of course, and I'll continue to try and keep you up to date with the impacts Maria has had on Puerto Rico in the coming days. But there won't be any video through the course of the weekend. Taking the time off Saturday, and then I'm going for a climb up to the Northwest Highlands during the day on Sunday. So there'll probably not really be anything on the website until Monday. So just to let you know. So hope you have a great weekend, and I'll be back in the next several days. Bye for now.